digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Hello, my fellow European champions. As other people say, but I'm going to say it as well now. Hello, my fellow European champions. Big up to you and welcome to a new show that is this season, this summer. It is a transfer news show. Twice a week we're running this show. What day is it today? Every Wednesday and every Sunday will be the transfer news show. James due to join me this evening, but due to a personal family reason, he cannot. So, James, big up. Hope you're well, sir. So, you stuck with me solo. You're stuck with Dermotron. They've let me loose in the hen house. I am running around like a lunatic, but I'm enjoying it because I get to talk football with you guys, and that is what I love doing. Do you know what? We had our channel meeting last night, all channel review of the season, and somebody actually put it for me. Somebody put it in that meeting last night perfectly. It's therapy. This, for me, doing shows, live shows, working on this channel, for me, I can really relax too. And I love talking Tottenham. I love talking football, and nothing best. Tomorrow night, guys, you can join me and hopefully Steve over. Or if somebody wants to join me, you're more than welcome. Join me over in the Full Time Sports Network as we cover the Conference League final, Real Betis versus Chelsea. And I am going to be a Real Betis fan. I am sorry. I'm not going along with this Premier League bullshit. I'm not supporting Chelsea. Never have, never will do, never will. Come on, Real Betis. Beat the Blues and let us be the only London club. I love the London club who wins a European trophy. But let's see who's in the chat tonight. Big up to Kersey. Fluckheart, big up, Kersey. Tarts for Tottenham. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. There is plenty of them about. Tequila, should we sort the manager out before any? Yeah, I agree with you. I've got the very latest on Ange. I'm going to bring you that in a minute. Yeah, we should do. I agree with you, Tequila. We should sort the manager out. But everyone's out on their holidays at the moment. So we'll find out probably in a week or two. But yeah, the transfer window doesn't open until the 1st of June. and then it reopens again on the 16th of June. So I think there's time to get it sorted out before we start really sorting stuff out. But I do have a bit of transfer news as well. He says, at least that's what I think. And then evening, all big up to you, EMF. I'm just going to call you Mr. E, if that's all right, because I rarely will completely muck your name up. So I don't want to anger you. So I'm just going to call you Mr. E. I bet Paratici will surprise us again this year, hoping we can keep tail. Do you know what? I think Paratici will surprise us this year. I think he will. I think he will put in some good little surprises for us. And look, I'd quite happily to keep Taylor. I'd take him on another loan, though. I wouldn't buy him. Take him on another season's loan with an option to buy at the end of that season. I think that's what you do, actually, mate. Big up to Carl Simpson, Coy's European champions. And Arsenal can never say that. Big up. He says, Ange is staying. The players have weighed in. Yeah, I've heard James Madison today as well weighing in that he wants Ange to stay. You're rightly so as well that Romero has also said he will only stay if Ange is still in charge. So the players want Ange to stay. The players are behind the manager. It's very hard to get rid of a manager when the squad are behind him. You can change the manager all you want, but if the players are behind him, it'd be very hard indeed to change him. Big up to Mr. Smith. Winners recognizes winners. Exactly. Carl says, I want to see us sign experienced players that improve the club. So do I, Carl. So do I. Big up to Mr. Wayne Bonner. Goes, good evening all. Hope you're all well and had a good bank holiday. What's a bank holiday over here? We get our bank holiday and actually this weekend's a bank holiday weekend for us. We get a June bank holiday on the 2nd of June. So yeah. So we're gonna love that. Big up to Tequila. Wonder who said it was you, wasn't it? Big up to Side Dancer THC83. Big up Side Dancer. Evening everyone. Evening Side Dancer. I hope you're doing well. Someone smart and really good looking, I bet. Yeah, that's me. I'm smart and I'm really good looking. Channel meeting, aka channel piss up. Yeah, it was a bit of a piss up, but we actually talked about 2 minutes about the channel and about the X4 hours drink and get drunk. Yeah. I tell you what, seeing Tequila dance on the table, trying to do the Quixote dance, it's something else. Especially when we ended up in that karaoke bar. Colin and James were trying to sing We Are the Champions. You know, it was really funny. I'm really going to pay for that comment, I think. Sorry. Hello, way, mate. Bank holiday was good, but today at work was busy as hell. Yeah, big up. Champions. You? With a question mark. You? Big up the Wayne. Sounds like you had the same day at work as me, Carl. LOL. Wayne, definitely. Mr. E, love it. Well, there you go, Mr. E. There's your nickname now. Big up to Johnny. Oi, oi. Legends evening. Evening, Johnny. Legend yourself. I wouldn't listen to a word Manson says about anything. Fair enough. Sounds about right for our place to be happy with 17th. Must be that great mentality they have because they want him to stay. Look, I think if your remit is to win a trophy and get into the Champions League and you have a chance to do it via the Europa League, you're not going to get it through the league, but you're going to get it through the Europa League, then I think you take it through the Europa League. I got no problem. Of Ange. I need my haircut. It's getting too long. I got no problem with Ange, what he did, to be fair. As long as Paratici brings in ready-to-go players, don't want to see the club go for kids all the time. Time to show some ambition. Exactly. Sorry, not so. I never have to say sorry. Done. Stop saying sorry. We need to sack Ange now. Now we can all move on and get rid of the deadwood. Jesus. Chill. You're straight in there. Do no messing around. Straight in for the kill. Woohoo. Was it a big error? Now, I think, are you talking about Højbjerg, Gerard, if you're talking about the Big Dane? Was it an error to let the Big Dane go? Did Ange not rate him, or was it a cost-cutting exercise? I think it was a cost-cutting exercise, personally. But yeah, I've said it before. We needed Højbjerg. That Højbjerg and that team last summer, and that's last season with all the injuries and everything. Yeah, we needed them. And I think it was a mistake to let him go. I think that was a bit of an error, to be fair. Big up to Wayne. Good evening. We're good. Let me start again. Get my teeth in. Good evening. Do we really think Levy will spend big, or just to please the shareholders? No, we're going to spend big this summer. We are. Are you 100%? Look, I will put my house on it. I put my mortgage on it. We wouldn't have broke it on the channel, Johnny, if he wants to come back. I am 100%. I am 110%. He's coming back. He starts the 1st of July. Him and Gabardini. I am told differently. And my sources are both telling me the same. Paritici's coming back. We wouldn't have broke it otherwise. We did break it with the first channel to break it. And then it came out then the next day, I think on Sky Sports, that Paratici is coming back to Spurs. Or I think it was last word on Spurs. Paritici's coming back to Spurs. So we were the first channel to break it. Like everything else, we are your channel for breaking Tottenham news. You want to get the first and fastest news from Tottenham Hotspur, then trust this channel. We will not lie to you. We will not clickbait you. We only tell you the truth and what we know. If it's a rumor, we will call it a rumor. If it's going to 100% happen, then we will say it's 100% happened. Just to let everyone know, we don't double check. We don't check our facts. We double. Tequila can verify this for me as well. Tequila, if you want to put it into the chat just to back me up in this, but we absolutely triple check our sources and the news we get. So yeah, 100%. Bet your money on it. The Don is coming back cooking. At Tequila, I hope you didn't take Dermo's poll. You know how much he loves his poll. Very funny, you. Very funny. Bloody ha. I take all that. Look, it's getting a bit funny. All right. Okay. I didn't mean. Yeah, well, you did. And I nearly read it out till I quickly looked at it. But yeah, funny. How? Oh Lord. How many will he get? How many will he get in the gate, Dermo? I reckon, right. I reckon we're going to get 5 or 6 players in the summer. This is just my own. This is nothing I know. This is just my own thoughts, my own what I think, and I think we're going to get 5 or 6 players in the summer. I think 4 of them are going to be experienced players. 2 kids plus 4 experienced players, I think, coming into the squad. Okay, Gerard, that's my thought. Too late now, Tequila. Mr. E says, I like to have a creative player like Madison, but no one with legs made of glass. That would probably to me. Yeah, it is. Look, I've said it before. You've got the likes of, I know it's a bit, it won't happen, but the likes of Modric is available. Hello. I have company. If you can't hear me, can you hear me? Oh, he will be back. He will be back. I have to get my new set of headphones. So would I. Who would I like to come in? See, look. Oh yeah, Modric. That's what I'm saying. Modric is actually a free agent now. I know he's bought shares in Swansea, and he may go there. But would you take Modric on the year contract just for 1 season? Would you have him back in that team for 1 season? I know I would. Big up to Tequila, thumbs up. We can't be sitting on our thumbs and waiting for Ange Fleet to be decided. We are losing out of players already. I don't think we are missing out. For me, I don't think we are missing out. Hello, man. You're all right.
Evening.
I wasn't sure I was going to see you, but it's really nice to see you, actually.
Yeah, I thought I'd jump on.
You need a bit of Tottenham therapy.
Yeah.
See, Tequila went out. See what we got outside of Tottenham Tiradine Tires. On the top of the building, we've got the James sign. It's a bit like the bat sign. And Tequila runs up there like Commissioner Gordon and puts it on. And then somewhere out in the back sticks of where James lives in James Manor, he sees it come through his house. He goes down into the James cave. He gets into his gear. He comes running. A bit like Batman.
Absolutely.
But big, I'm just going to get to his chats, and then we're going to go some topic. We've got Ange to go through. We've got some of your what you sent me as well, and we've got other little bit of transfer rumors going on. But big up to you, Chill. Big up to Cassie Flatwork. Have you got a list? We have sort of a list. James done a list for me, actually, to be fair to him. This is James has put this together. So big up to James for this. For that member, when I'm hang on, have you got a list of players that the members when I'm in the I don't get that. Maybe I'm just old and belittled or
No,
stupid.
I'm not 100% sure on that one myself, Dermo, to be fair.
But anyway, Miss or Mrs. Flackhart, big up to you. Paratici never left, guys. Nah, he didn't. He never left. Big up Chili Muse says, I bet we have a transfer where we don't buy anyone for 365 days. No, that's not going to happen. I'm telling you that. Now, should we raid Palace? They have decent additions. We could do with strong, powerful players in real play. I think so. And we have got a cover there. Tequila says we treble check our sources. Big up, mate. Big up, Chris. Big up, champion. From one champion to another. James, also, Chris, while we're on yours, can we send all our sympathies and our thoughts and prayers to the people that were hurt yesterday and the horrific, I don't know what you would call it yesterday up in Liverpool. Absolutely horrific. I don't know what the latest is, James. Incident. What's it, 25, 26 people? Or 50 altogether, or something like that.
50 people injured. I believe there were 2, maybe 3 fatalities. And some of the injured were young children who had gone along to watch their team do a parade and was ruined by
a maniac.
Putting it politely, a nut job, who for some reason got it into his head that it was perfectly acceptable to speed through a crowd of people. And my heart, my sympathies, my thoughts and my prayers go out to the entire city of Liverpool and anybody who has been affected.
Yeah. And as you know what, as football fans, football's a very tribal sport, isn't it? And in its nature, it's a tribal sport. But I think when something like this comes happen, football very quickly comes together. So from THFC till I die, everyone that's any Liverpool YouTube channel, I know a few of them coming here. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Just on that as well, we are putting together a charity stream, guys, and it is going something to link with Tequila. I think it's for the liver. Is it it's some liver charity we're doing it for more testing, for something along them lines to get people tested quicker and get more stuff out there, guys. So probably in the summer we will be doing the 12-hour stream on something. And also James is going to be Quizmaster. He doesn't know it yet, but he knows it now. See that? He says, I'm way too lazy to triple anything. Yeah, Tequila, all we know, you love polls. And look, can I just say something? He wasn't he the worst last night on our channel piss up? I mean, him, you. I don't know what you two were singing. We are the champions. You two started scrapping on stage. You and Colin. It was like Tottenham Man United again. And Tequila was on the table. You know, I don't know what he was doing on the table with a pole, but there you go. Yes. What happens on tour stays on tour. Is Thomas Frank on the list? No, we've got the latest on Andrew. We'll give it to you in a minute. We're going to still. Do you want to read this one out, Jimbo? Go on.
Yeah. We're going to steal Gyökeres from the big boys. Got a feeling Agent Kulu and Agent Bergval will seal the deal. Yeah. Well, I do have a little bit of an addition to the list I gave you, Dermo. But when we get to go through the list, it kind of fell in my lap literally just before I jumped on.
That's great.
So again, at the moment, I'm gonna stress that because I've not had it 100% confirmed.
It's a rumor.
It is still just a rumor at the moment. But from the information that fell in my lap, is that this could be a very shrewd acquisition if it's true.
Yeah. Big up to, I don't want any Premier League managers to associate. Do you know what? I have to stick with Ange Postecoglou. Then chill. Get behind. Look. We'll welcome you. We'll welcome you on the Ange train. Me and James will put you in the first class. There you go. You're on first class on the Ange train. Come and join us. Come in. You know you want to come in. Big up to Tequila as well. While James appears, then leaves. then that was it. Then. That's all she wrote. Would take Manners and ship out the rest of our midfielders out. I don't really agree with that, but look, that's what football's about, isn't it? Without losing the sweat, Manners would look at our midfield. Modric, yeah, would look at our midfield and put in, and then Nelson laughs from The Simpsons. I'll get you. Modric, sure, even that's it. Modric, sure, even if it's just for the mentality to have players who have won 6 champions. Yeah, exactly. Dermo, I don't run anywhere, mate. I can barely walk. You don't waddle. You were dancing like a crazy man. No, he wasn't. He was waddling like a crazy man. You move like waddle, Tequila. Damn, you must have had a hell of a turn on you. Yeah, last night singing between Colin and James is like listen to Diamond Lights again between Chris Waddle and Glenn Hoddle. It was wild. Do you know that song, James? What possessed them to sing it? I still don't know.
Probably alcohol and money.
It was.
I'll say it as I see it. It really was.
It was, and they're proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Thanks. I should really look at these comments before I bring them up.
Yeah. Gerard says, why people call it an incident? It was attempted murder. Call it for what it is. Yeah. Yes, it was attempted murder, but by the letter of the law, he won't get done for attempted murder. He will get done for death by dangerous driving is what he'll get done for, which carries a very, very minimal sentence.
He might end up in your neck of the woods.
He won't. He'll go up north. He'll go Durham way.
Horrible happened in Liverpool. Truly horrible. Yeah. Should have said Hoddle, but Waddle will do Wayne Bonner. I say it for you. I hope they catch the big up Exu Wayne. Yeah, big up, guys. Liverpool doesn't stand alone. We're all with you. Exactly. Absolutely, exactly. The police should have blocked off roads and the roads off the parade. Should have done.
So they did block off the roads. He got past the roadblocks by following an ambulance. That's what the reports are saying. He got beyond the roadblocks by following an ambulance. And once he was by, he then just floored it. Look, I don't want to get hung up on it, and it is a tragedy. And like I say, my hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Liverpool who've had to endure again another tragedy. Hopefully, he gets the book thrown at him, and he really does understand that he's an absolute dick.
Yeah. Sky Sports had just announced that Tottenham have contacted Leroy Sane from Bayern Munich. That's in our list, actually. We will talk about that, but I think that's a no-brainer, to be fair.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them chill music. There's plenty of nice seats on the Anjab train, plus free food. We get free food as well, plus 3 bottles of champagne. You don't read mine out, Dermo. You get into trouble. I did nearly read yours out, and I nearly did get myself into trouble. Do you know what? What makes me laugh, James? We signed that contract, right? Do you know what's on the contract? It's something what he's just put in, and I've nearly.
Not even 24 hours in, and you're nearly in breach.
I know. Thanks, Tequila. Thank you very much. Sign that contract and send it back to us, Tequila. Oh man, not sure I take Sane as a starter. Didn't work with City. Didn't really work with Bayern. There's a rumor he's hard to work with. Still, he has pace exactly. And big up Tequila, crazy Everton fan. That's what having Moyes as manager does to people. I swear to God, don't read anything Tequila puts in the chat because it get you into
No.
trouble.
Go
Oh,
with
for
it. My
fuck-
money's on Arteta.
Yeah, go with
Um,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Basically, thanks, Tequila. Now, I will take the comments off the side, James, because it's sort of getting away with your good looks, because you are the best looking fella on the channel. You're here to you're rarely here for the female fans, really. They love you and they want you to stay.
Yeah.
This is watching.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Mrs. James. Transfers. Let's start in Ange first. Let's start in the news we got this morning.
Yes.
Take that away. Ange Postecoglou. Where is it now? Where is Ange Postecoglou? Right. This is the latest we got this morning, guys. A decision over Ange Postecoglou's future as Tottenham Hotspur head coach is unlikely to take place this week. Now, we know he's on holiday.
Yes.
James, when do you think it might happen? And why do you think, I'm going to put two questions to you here. When do you think it might happen? And why do you think there's a delay?
So okay. When do I think it will happen?
Yeah.
1st of June. When the transfer window opens, for a short spell, I think we'll have an announcement around Ben. Either way, he's staying or he's going. Somewhere around about there.
Do you look? My cynical head saying that Tottenham are waiting to get another manager to bring in immediately.
Yes,
if they're going to let Ange go,
and I think that's why it's going to be the 1st of June, because technically there is some people who we have been linked with who are free agents, but there are some managers with that are not free agents. Also, the 1st of June, you can officially put the financial impact of the cost of letting Ange go and signing a new manager goes on to next year's
FFP.
Yeah, rather than this year's FFP. So that is why I believe the 1st of June.
I never thought of that. That's a good point. I never thought of it. Yeah.
Here for thinking.
Yeah, I just think downstairs for everything else. That's why you're good in the show and I just talk gibberish. No, that's a good point. It's always putting it on the long finger, isn't it? It's about putting it, kicking the can down the road. Look, I think they should keep Ange, A, because he won a European trophy, and B, I think you give Ange a proper transfer window. I think he'd been success.
Yeah.
Where are you and Ange? Look, you got Tequila saying Ange out. He wants them gone. He wants them out the club. Though I don't know who Tequila would like to bring in. Where are you on Ange? What's your gut telling you?
My gut tells me, and I've looked at certainly like post-season interviews, the private party after the Europa League win, where he was addressing like the family and staff of the club and things like that. And that one really stood out to me because when he was talking and the way he was talking, it kind of sounded like he was saying, thank you for all your hard work. Yeah. Thanks very much for everything you've done to support me and my family and welcome me to the club. But I tip my hat and I'm on my way. I know I am. The comment of season 3 is always better, although some people, sometimes they kill off the main character in season 3. That's very telling to me. I think the writing's on the wall and he's reading it loud and clear. He's trying to put out the narrative of, I don't know. Nothing's been decided, but I think he's even aware that the writing is on the wall for his job. Look, I was firmly, and I've firmly been behind him with the fear of upsetting and getting the wrath of Tequila. I've always thought Ange was a good manager and was a good fit for us.
I think he still is, James.
I know, I agree. I do think he is, and I think having a good summer window, being able to strengthen the squad, and hopefully next year being less injury ridden, would see a massive change in how Spurs is in the league. Because I did say it in one of the other shows, is that when at the start of the season, I say last season because the season's ended now, but at the start of the season, we had a fully fit squad. We had the strongest team that we could possibly field, and we were flying. We were scoring goals for fun. We were not conceding. We were up there and challenging. Sorry, I was just looking at that and I'm like, oh, that was my list.
Can you just move your camera down a little bit, James? Because we are getting. There we go. It's just when I put that up, it cuts you off. No, it's not your fault. It's just I didn't want you to cut off. Like, you look at the season we've had, right? And we are doing the season review at the end of the week, guys. And it has been a roller coaster. It's been all emotions, every which way but loose. But I still think Ange is the right man for this job.
Yeah, I do, and I just think if we can keep a squad fit, I think we stand a hell of a chance. Pushing the top 4, pushing the top 3. So, Chill Music says Romero? Oh, 22 losses. Tequila says, well, you're confusing me now, Dermo. So Romero, Kulu, and Sonny will be gone if Ange goes.
I agree with that.
Now, with regards to Romero, there was an interesting article that was put out today on one of the news sites. I think it was Give Me Sport, or it might have even been Football London. It was one of the two that I read, and I always forget which ones I've read. And Romero has come out and said that he never said he wanted to leave Spurs. He just said that at some point he would like to go and play in Spain. And this seems to have caused a jump on of, oh, okay, he's leaving at the end. He's leaving in the summer. And then the rumours of Atletico Madrid being interested in. And look, Atletico Madrid could be interested in him all they want, but they're not getting him for 45 million quid. I'm sorry. You don't sell one of the best centre-backs in the world for 45 million quid. You could double that and then we'd probably consider it, but not for 45. Not happening. Not happening. It's never gonna come to fruition. Kulu, I think Kulu sees the project at Spurs. Sonny, I could see going. If another manager comes in, I think Sonny would go. But with Sonny's experience in the Champions League, would they really want to lose him? Because you look at the squad, and the squad doesn't have much Champions League experience. So I can't see him wanting to. I think it would take a £50 million bid from maybe a Saudi club for us to consider selling Sonny, even with a year left in his contract. But that's just my opinion. It's not like something I've heard or anything like that. But I can't see Rom going. I can't see Sonny going, and I can't see Kulu going. Sonny is probably the only one if Ange goes. If Ange stays, all three of them are definitely going to be at the club next season.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with you on that. I think, look, for me, I think Sonny, we got news on Sonny anyway, so we will touch on Sonny when we get there. Romero, Ange stays, Romero staying. Simple as that. Simple as that. I don't think there's any way he will go. big up. Don't want to say welcome few people in. Big up to Edward as well. He's just popped in. We've got Chill saying Ryan Mason. We've got news on him. Set to hold talks West Bromwich with the Championship Cup, making Mason their first target to become the new head coach. I don't think Ryan Mason will go, actually. I think he'll stay at Tottenham. To be fair, but that's just me. Apparently, Ben Edwards, big up Ben, he says Francesco Farlow, the ex-Ajax manager, would be my favorite. Yeah, if Paratici comes back. It does all depend on Paratici as well, by the way. And then when you got Tequila saying 22 losses in the league or 21, if you forget, doesn't equal. No, it doesn't. With me, I think James agrees with me at this point. I agree. The league is a write-off. The league is absolutely unacceptable. But how do you balance that out with winning a European Cup? Does winning a cup sort of make you forget the league? And I think it does.
I don't think it makes you forget the league. I don't think it makes you forget the league. I think what it makes you forget is it's winning the cup makes you forget the adversity that we went through this season.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I don't think it makes you forget the league. I just think it's easy then to forget the adversity that the squad went through this season. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I totally do. Listen, let's get on with the transfers. Let's get on with you, Liz. I want to bring up this first because I saw this in Give Me Sport, actually, that there is a report that is it Nick
Nkunku.
The part assured Tottenham willing to talk. Do you think it might end up at Spurs?
He'll be a very brave man if he comes to Spurs.
Yeah. Because,
let's be honest, transfers between Chelsea and Tottenham never happen. In fact, I'm really, really struggling to think of recent players, certainly in the last 20 years, where any player has gone in either direction from Tottenham to Chelsea or Chelsea to Tottenham.
Did Mickey Hazzard go to Chelsea back in the 80s? He left Tottenham to go to Chelsea.
He did, but that's the 80s. That's 40 years ago.
Glenn Hoddle? Did he? No, he went via around, didn't he?
Yeah, he went via other clubs.
Well, you got William Gallas. No, you got Uruguayan player that played for Chelsea in the 90s.
Oh, Gus Poyet.
Yeah. Gus Gallas as well. He played for. I know he played for Arsenal, but didn't he play for Chelsea as well?
Yeah, he did play for Chelsea, but he didn't come from Chelsea to Tottenham. He came from Arsenal. He came from free transfer Arsenal to Tottenham. So, yeah, there is links, but usually they've been released by the club, or Gus Poyet is probably the only one in the late 90s where he came as a direct transfer. But like I say, they're rare. They're very, very rare.
They are.
Yeah, Tequila says Poyet as well. Sorry,
he does. No, that's right. We got Wayne here saying, I don't know what Wayne said actually. Wayne said, Dermot, all four can go. They had a poor season. Stop thinking with your heart and use your brain. Well, I'm allowed to. I'm when it comes to Tottenham, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I would say it how it is. I've just sent a text to our source with that Leroy thing, and he sent me back something funny. Yeah, fucker. Yeah. Do you want to? Yeah. Look, you're gonna get what you get from me. But big up to you, Wayno. Good. Well, right. Here we go. You go through these. This is your list, then, James. So
yeah. this is
top
part
five.
of my list. Yeah,
Yeah.
top 4. So this is part of the list that I had sort of who we linked with, the money that's been quoted, and the numbers there don't represent what order I think they're going to come in. These were just how I labelled them to Dermo. So please don't think that I'm saying, oh, our 4th pick is Mark Gurhey. These were just how I labelled them up so Dermo could see the thingy. So Mark Gurhey from Crystal Palace, about £70 million is what they're asking. Would be a quality signing. Absolutely quality signing. So we did touch on the Leroy Sané Bayern Munich transfer, as Sky Sports have announced that we are in contact with them. So from what I'm led to believe with the Leroy Sané deal is that Bayern Munich would basically say, okay, you can have him for 30 million plus we'll scrap off the money that we owe you from Kane, which is about another 30 million. So what would make the transfer about £60 million, which I would take for 30 million. I would snap the hand off at him, to be fair. He's got pace, and I think he can still develop as a player. He is still only young. I think he's 26. He's just starting to get into his prime, and I think he would be a quality player and a good addition to us. I think it's next summer, Leroy. Chill. Sorry. I think it's next summer his contract's up.
Yeah, it is. It's in June. I just actually got this confirmed. It's going to jump it. He will become a free agent, but he's been offered everywhere, I've just been told. So he's been offered to every club. Yeah, Leroy Sané. Yeah. So
okay. Is it this year his contract's up?
Yeah, it's up in June.
Okay. Well, I'd tell him to get spun then on the 30 million.
Yeah. Where would you have him play? Number 10 on the wings? Where would you have him play?
I would have him out left with Sonny. Like basically rotation with Sonny. Because you've got to think we're going to be playing a lot.
Take over Werner's role, basically.
Yeah. And Combs just pointed out that I'm wrong with Leroy Sané's age as well. He's 29.
Is he really?
Yeah, apparently so.
All these people that come in, James, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. Moving swiftly on. Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. Now, I do know there is very strong interest from Spurs on this one. I think this is sort of a backup plan if they don't get the Leroy Sané deal over the mark, or Sané is a backup if they don't get Sesko over the line, because they both play similar positions. And Dean, I'm never sure how you pronounce his surname. Huijsen, from Bournemouth, about £50 million. Yeah, I would take him, but if you're buying Gurhey, would you really need him?
No, I tell you,
then you're going to be flooded with centre backs. Because I mean, Ben Davis is not getting a new contract.
No,
he is. So we know that, but we've got to sign Kevin Danso. We've got Dragusin, we've got Rom, and we've got Van de Ven. Yeah. So if you've got them 4, you only really need one more centre back. So like Colm says, there is strong reports about him going to Real Madrid. Colm, I agree. There is very strong reports with him going to Real Madrid, and that Real Madrid have this list was pulled together on rumours that we are interested in and have indicated strong interest. I will stress that, guys, again, that these are rumours that we have expressed interest and strong interest. I am not saying we are going to be signing these players. I just want to make sure that's clear.
Just to let you know, we did get a bit of news on the Turkey deal. Tottenham are actively pursuing Turkey. Tottenham have been closely scouting Hugo Larsson. Real Madrid and Manchester City also monitoring the player. That is what I got this afternoon. Turkey is in your list of players as well. I know I've done this back to front, so I do apologise. So if you go from 5 to 9, and then we have got Angel Gomez, which we know is a free transfer.
Angel Gomez is a free transfer. Ryan Cherky is a free transfer. Who we're interested in. James McAtee from Manchester City. He's actively said he wants out of Manchester City.
I've read reports. I was reading that actually on the RTE sports sites. His name come up, and he's very interested in going to Tottenham.
Yeah,
he wants to come to Spurs. So
I've read the same.
Yeah, that's something to look out for this summer, I think.
Yeah. Johnny Cardoso from Real Betis, 21.5 million.
Can I just say that 21.5 million, that's a snip.
Yeah, it is. But the issue that we've got is there are other. So, right. This is what I know about this 21.5 million. The 21.5 million pound for us was tied into the deal that sent Giovanni Lo Celso back to Real Betis.
Yeah.
So they got Giovanni Lo Celso on the mega cheap. I think it was somewhere in the region of about 6 to 8 million pounds. They got him back. But because they got him so cheap, we had the agreement that we would pay 21.5 million pound for Johnny Cardoso. That is now active. That clause is now active. And that clause is only active this summer. The issue that Tottenham have is there are also lots of other clubs interested in Johnny Cardoso. And Johnny Cardoso although he's in his last year of his contract, he has also stated that he's open to staying at Real Betis.
Yeah.
He said he's open to a move, but he's also open to staying at Betis and seeing out his contract. Now, what that means for Tottenham is that we could offer the 21.5 million. Betis then have to accept that because that is part of the clause.
But it's down to the player if he wants to come or not.
Then it comes down to the player. And I think we would have to tempt him with a hell of a deal to get him in. But certainly with the other clubs, because there's Atletico Madrid are interested in him. I believe Paris Saint-Germain have been looking at him.
Yeah.
I believe there is another Premier. I think Newcastle are interested in him. And these clubs can all offer champion. These clubs are all offering Champions League football as well.
Yeah, so, who's going to be the club that's going to offer you trophies? That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you go to PSG, you're guaranteed a league title. Yeah. If you go to Newcastle or anyone in the Premier League, are you really going to guarantee a trophy? Possibly not. Us possibly, because we could end up winning an FA Cup or a League Cup next year,
and the Super Cup,
and the Super Cup. Yeah. So you know, we have to wait and see. The Simmons one, Column does put in the chat with a laughing emoji. You ain't getting Simmons. I'm not ruling that one out. I've read somewhere that one could happen. It's a long shot. It's a long shot, but it might happen. And
Cardoso looks a no-go. Turkey to City kind of sucks. I was just listening. Sorry, I was just reading Jazz Fusion's thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Agree, Wayne. Keep an eye on Angel Gomez. Cardoso looks a no-go. Turkey to City kind of sucks. I wouldn't say Cardoso is a no-go. I just think it's a coin flip with Cardoso, and you can tell me all you want it's not happening, Colm, until that player until the summer transfer window slams shut.
He's on about
Simmons. No, I know exactly what he's on about. He's on about Xavi Simmons, and until that summer transfer window is closed, you cannot tell me that is categorically not happening. Unless you are talking to the agent of the player himself, you cannot categorically tell me it's not happening. I'm sorry, I'm going to disagree with you.
Oh, family love and war.
Yeah. And the last one on my list there is Dusan Vlahovic from Juventus for around about £35 million. Now, I do know everybody sort of yes, he can. All right, whatever. Because you know. Well, I know as well. And what I know, I know. Dusan
I know
Vlahovic from
nothing.
Juventus. Dusan Vlahovic from Juventus. Now, we spoke about this quite a few weeks ago, didn't we, Dermo?
We did,
the
actually,
Vlahovic
yeah.
deal. And Juventus are actively trying to sell Vlahovic because they need to raise the money to sign Randall Kolo Muani.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not this deal gets done to us is another question. But I think having a quality striker that can either lead our line or support Solanke leading our line, someone of that quality is what we need to be looking at.
We need a striker. We need a striker
Yeah.
that's going to. We need a striker to get you 25, 30 goals a season. It's as simple as that. How many points did Harry Kane get us over
Winners.
his years?
Yeah.
Winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
And getting the points for us. That got us Champions League football. You think all them wins and points, that got us Champions League football. If we got Vajovic, I'd be absolutely over the moon with that. I think that'd be a great signing. He's experienced as well. I think Richie will go off to Saudi Arabia. I think that's where Richie. He might end up going back to Everton yet. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, Giant68 puts here, he says, do you think Spurs will get the transfer done early in the window for once, or will there be a last-minute levy deals? Personally, myself, I think it's going to be a mixture. I think we're going to get some players in early, and I think there will always be one or two on deadline day. What do you reckon, James?
I think if we're going to get any... Okay, looking at my list of 10 players there, if we're going to get any done early, it will be the Angel Gomez, Ryan Cherky, Johnny Cardozo deals. They'll be the early ones.
Yeah.
If then what you're looking at later on in the window, you will probably look at the potentially the Vlahovic deal, the Xavi Simons deal, and I don't care what Com says that we ain't got 100 million to spend on one player. We have got 100 million to spend on one player. It's just whether or not the new Levy. Well, it's not even Levy anymore. It's not going to be up to Levy. It's going to be up to Vinay, and Vinay is going to loosen the purse strings, I think, and I think we will. I think it will give the ability to spend 100 million on a player, because if we want to keep progressing, that's what we're going to need to do. So, and we have got the budget. We've got Champions League football, Cole.
Yeah.
Manchester United haven't. We've got 185 million pounds just from getting to the Champions League football, Europa League winners, and our UEFA Super Cup money. That is what we're going to rake in. So don't tell me we ain't got the budget. We've got the budget.
And we do respect other fans on this channel.
We do.
I'm just remembering the contract. I'm quickly remembering what that bit. Yeah, go for there. Now, can I just take a brief 2 minutes out to mention our channel sponsor, Private Internet Access, who have at the moment, if Colin can put, there's a deal on at the moment, guys. And Colin, can you put it in the private chat or put it into the chat for us of their latest deal? Why we played the video, it is the best VPN around, guys. If you're away on holiday and you want to watch your favorite soaps, you want to watch your favorite TV programs, but you're in Spain or America, you can do it. You use the private internet access. You put in where you say you're in England, say you're back at home in Blighty, and then you can watch your EastEnders or your Coronation Street. If I'm away and I want to watch something on RTE, I put it on, say I'm home here in Wexford, and I'll be able to catch up with the Late Show every Friday evening. And if James is away with his missus and family and the kids want to watch, I don't know, if young guy wants to watch Fireman Sam, all James got to do, stick on his... Anyway, do you know what I'm getting at? Anyway, you can watch.
I know what
you
you're getting at. You can, and also because like I'm a realist, and thing is, if you are interested in watching some football and the 3 o'clock kickoffs, get yourself private internet access, VPN, and you can change your location to anywhere in the world, and you can then pick up a 3 o'clock football game that is being streamed elsewhere.
Can I just say, I mentioned Fireman Sam, and look who pops up next to you.
Yeah,
The man who predicted the Tottenham, he actually got us to the final. He won us the Europa League.
He did.
That young lad won us the Europa League. So
yeah, he really did.
He's the,
You predicted that Tottenham would win the Europa League, didn't you? Yeah.
I was asking right. How many trophies will Spurs win next season?
Yeah.
Let's get an prediction now.
So right, there's the Premier League, FA Cup, Carling Cup, Champions League, UEFA Super Cup. So there's 5 trophies that Tottenham could go for next season. That Tottenham can win next season. How many do you think Tottenham will win next season? 1. No.
I took your fingers.
Oh, right. So you think we'll win 4? He's going for 4 trophies next season, Dermo.
Column's going for none. Could that be Man United? Sorry,
Yeah.
Column. Anyway,
I think he is. I think he is talking about Man United there.
At the moment, you can get 85% off at this time by using the promo code THFC till we die. Do hit the link. It is in the description below. And that's me going on about it. We've got a video. We've got our main man, Column, to tell you all about the private internet access. Enjoy. And this is what it's all about.
Let me talk to you. A little reference there. But I'm going to stop messing about. I'm going to talk to you about private internet access, the best VPN in the land. Now, when you're online, you may not realize, but all of your data is there for the taking by anybody. With a VPN such as private internet access, your data is safe and secure, streamlined, and nobody else can get hold of it. That's why I use one anyway. VPN's very easy to use. Private internet access, all you got to do is log on your phone, select where you want to be. So I want to be in America, and I click go, and there we are. You can also link up your devices to it from your phone if that is easier for you. It's available on a lot of platforms as well. As you can see, you can use it for a very, very big range of things. So that's even better as well. You can use it, like I said, on all your devices, smartphone, tablets, gaming consoles, and stick it on your modem. And it's unlimited devices. 1 equals all. It's available all across the world, and it works perfectly. What they do is they mask your IP address, so pesky 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't an issue anymore, and they're independently audited, so there's no logs, 30 million customers, and 4.5-star Trustpilot rated excellent review. Private internet access. Get yours now.
And guys, yes, it is 85% off. A really good deal, a really good time to go and get it. And also, it helps them. It helps us here as well on THFC Until We Die. We get a little kickback from it. We're not backed by any big sponsors or by any big companies. We do this out of our own pocket. So, guys, any little help you can give this channel, and that includes memberships. Now, the memberships are changing as well, guys. We are going to knock them down to 2 memberships. We're trying to make it as better value for you, but there will be a new member show starting in the summer. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. I forgot. What did we call it last night? We decided to call it.
Oh God!
I can't
You
remember
wrote
now.
it down. You wrote it down, Dermo.
Yeah, but I've got to go through my book of many pages of. I don't know where I wrote it down now. I've got so many pages in this book of me dribbling. Oh, hang on, I did find it. Did I? Is that it there? Is that it there? Anyway, I don't know. I'll find it later. It's called the Member Show for now. We are starting that, guys. So you guys get to come on and have your say. And we're doing it after every match final score has been changed to called match reaction, and that is where you guys come on. But you have to be a member. But James has also got a little bit of a surprise for you. He's got a little bit of a little extra incentive to join as a member. Go on, James. Tell him your little incentive for these are for members only.
So for members only, what we're going to be doing as well is we're going to be offering 3 or 4 discounts on various sites a week. If you become a member, I'll be posting a discount code for you to be able to get access, and this could be vary from sports stores to car parking to cinema tickets to various things, and they will change on a weekly basis. So grab your membership and you'll be able to take advantage of these discounts as well.
And it's our way of saying thank you for you guys for all your support this season. But become a member and you will get all the good stuff. Collins says Newcastle gathering funds for Simmons' move. That wouldn't surprise me at all. He also says, what have you done to him, James? Brainwashed you, young one. You win 1 trophy and you think you're going to win 4 more in 1 season. Yeah, we are. We're Tottenham Hotspur.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why is that not possible? You explain to me why you think that's not possible, Coleman. If you can give me a good, valid reason, I'll back down to it.
Also here, Tottenham are not considering parting ways with Sonny this summer. I think that's the right move. I think you can't part ways with him. Would you sign him up, extend his contract, give him another year?
Yeah. What I would do is I would give him, because obviously we've extended his contract till the end of next season. I would basically go up to him and say, look, Sonny, what do you think about signing an extension, a 1 or 2 year extension on your contract, same sort of terms, or even sweeten it by giving him a little bit more in his wages to tempt him to stay, and then keep him for another couple of years, and then that way, by the time that's up, then you could or give it another year, maybe 2, and then you can look to sell him in his last year of his contract. But yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, and then also because Ryan Mason is the leading candidate to become the West Brom boss, it's a good chance for Ryan Mason to actually spread his wing and become his own man. But do you think Ange's going to want to let go the team he's got together if he's staying? Because when that one went to Birmingham, forget his name now, I think that sort of destabilized the group, the coaching staff.
Yeah.
And I think now he's got everyone together. Do you think Ryan Mason? I think Ryan Mason should stay. And that's not from a selfish point of view, but I think he is a future Tottenham manager in the making.
I would like him to stay because, like you say, I think he is a future Tottenham manager in the making. But at some point, you're going to need him to cut his teeth. And I think West Brom would be a perfect place for him to cut his teeth and earn his stripes, so to speak. So, although I would be sad to see him go, I could understand him going. I could understand the lure of him going. I do agree with you saying that when Lado went to Birmingham, it destabilised the back room.
Was it Chris Brown?
I think so. I'm going to have to Google it. Google it. Or the guys can put it in the chat if they know. So, which coach? Last.
Maybe somebody will put in the chat. I think they have. I think, like, while you're looking for that, we'll go through the chat. Giant 6A, I think Sonny
Chris Davis.
Chris Davis.
Chris Davis.
Yeah. That was it. Do you agree? Do you think that did sort of unbalance his group, his sort of coaching group when he left?
Yes, possibly. I think it could have done. And Ange said that he was all about letting his coaches become their own people and move on and become better and go on to bigger and better things. But I do think when you have an influential coach just leave, I think it can destabilise. It's bound to.
Yeah.
It's bound to have some kind of negative effect.
It is. Big up to Giant 68. I think Sonny ends the career at Spurs and then becomes an ambassador. I think so too. Tequila says, rolling 1 year contract, reduce the wages because he won't be paying as much. Squad player at best now. Yeah, I think so. I think you could be right there, Tequila. Column says you ain't doing that. Your focus is going to go deep in the Champions League. So that will take effect on more than likely 2 of the cups. You will want to be in the Champions League year after, so you will focus on the league. Well, look, I think the League Cup might be our best chance of winning a trophy, actually, or the FA Cup, because it's just 6 games, isn't it? You haven't got, and that for me is vital that we win one of those. We haven't won an FA Cup since 91. We haven't won a domestic trophy since 2008. We need to win a domestic trophy, I think, to back up this Europa League win. Personally, myself, we have to back it up with a trophy next season. I get it. You look at Man United. They're gonna have to pull their punches as well next season. But look, we are going to start a new show on the Full Time Sports Network, guys. All Match Day Magic. On the Premier League, where me and James or Tequila or everyone to join us, we'll be talking all things Premier League. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to bring it into next season. We're going to bring it into a podcast. We're going to get a couple of Arsenal fans on to join us as well. Bobby and Brenny will be joining us as well. And we're talking all things football. So it should be, and maybe Colin and Kevin as well. So it will be 2 Spurs fans, 2 Arsenal fans, and 2 Man United fans talking about football. And that's what it is all about, isn't it? That's what we should be talking about. Yeah, I'm sure Ange couldn't stand losing the legend that is Ryan Mason. He is a legend. They will mothball Yang for another year, then replace Son. That is a very good point with Yang, actually. Do you think he might stay at QPR for another year? I think he will.
Depends if QPR want him. I know they've enjoyed having him this season, and I know he's done really well there. But it was only a January move, so they may approach Spurs with, can we take him for the full season next season and really try and kick on. And I think it'll do his development world of good. But at some point, you're going to have to bring him back into the fold of Tottenham and see what it's all about and experience our training ground and things like that. I think Yang could be a good squad player to have for the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
As well, so it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't go back out on loan, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did as well.
Yeah. Look, with any of the breaking news, guys, if it breaks at 11 o'clock, we will be on. If nobody else, I will be on live for any breaking news, summer news this summer. We've got a new interesting thing for deadline day as well. We've got something planned for that, which I'm really excited over. We'll actually talk a little bit about that now. Now, this is James's idea. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to run it a bit like Sky Sports, aren't we? That's the plan.
Yeah.
So
that was the idea that we sort of threw around and sort of spitballed with. My idea was that it doesn't have to be just solely on Spurs, but we were going to get the channel gone live, and throughout the day we'd have different hosts coming on. Myself, Dermo, Steve, Tequila, if he wants to, Colm, Rebel, and we would just basically rotate through the show and keep you updated with all the breaking news, all the transfer news. So like what you get on Sky Sports, where you're getting the live transfer deadline day, we're going to bring you our version of the live transfer day, and you're going to get the advantages of seeing the handsome man just to my left. You'll have to put up with my ugly mug. I mean, I know that's going to be painful, but that was our idea for transfer deadline day, and just keep you abreast. So at any point you can jump on, you can see what's happening. We will keep you updated, and as the transfers develop, we were going to basically feed you that information for the Premier League and beyond to try and keep you updated and abreast with everything that's happening on transfer deadline day. Also, if people don't know, transfer deadline day this season, the actual deadline time is changed from 11 p.m. It is no longer 11 p.m. It is actually 7 p.m. this year. So the deadline closes, the window closes at 7 p.m., where you then have the usual, you'll still get the hour as long as you've got the deal sheets in. You have the hour to finalise everything, but the window will officially close on the 1st of September at 7 p.m. So please join us on the 1st of September. We will keep you informed and give you more information when we get close to that. But it's something that I'm really excited about. I know Dermo's really excited about. I know the guys in the background are really excited about doing it. And I just think it's something for you guys on the channel to be able to come along and watch something, because I don't believe there's anything like that on YouTube that does it. I don't think any other shows or channels do it. No doubt that someone's probably going to steal it and run with it in the winter window, because we'll see all the numbers that we get, hopefully, that people are coming along to join us. So please do join us for that, and it will be an exciting day, and we will make it exciting. I may even don a yellow tie.
Yeah. Also, Tequila's asking if no Redknapp interview from his car then failed, someone set it up. Get Nico on the phone. I think we're gonna have to do something funny like that. Actually, we're gonna have to do you in the car with your young lad interviewing you. Like, we're gonna have to do something like that. Big up the Jazz. I want to know what they do with Mona Salomon. I think he's going to Leeds.
He's going back to Leeds.
He'll be going back to Leeds. I think so.
He's going back to Leeds.
The killer says, I'm praying Ange leaves. I can't take much of this. Look, I'll very quickly, I want to stop on this before we finish the show, James. Can you understand the Ange out people that want Ange gone? Can you understand? But what can you say to the people like Tequila that are Ange out? They won't be changed. Mind won't be changed. What's the one thing you can say to them to give them hope that they might come back to be Ange in again? What does Ange have to do you think, to get these guys on board?
Be pretty much flawless all next season. That's what he'd have to do. Domestic double, good run in the Champions League, quarterfinal, semi-final, win the Super Cup, and yeah, maybe a domestic double or at least one domestic trophy. And I think challenging, good challenge for a Premiership, maybe not winning the Premiership, but a good challenge, a good title charge. Be there or thereabouts. Top 4 is a minimum. And I think then you might start to sway someone like Tequila to come round to, okay, maybe I judged him a bit too soon.
Yeah, well, look, as I said, everyone is respected. It was just something came into my head. But James, thank you for joining me tonight. I wasn't expecting you, man. So it was a lovely surprise for you to come on.
Yep.
Tomorrow we're trying something different. We're doing this show live from one stream tomorrow, guys. It's a new system that we're going to use. We're trying it out. And I know we're going to up on YouTube as Spurs Daily News at 4. I'm going to change that because I'm going to put the watch along on there tomorrow. We are doing the watch along tomorrow night. I haven't got the link in for the Full Time Sports Network, so I'm going to have to do it on this channel, not unless Colin can link me in, but I'm going to have to do it from this channel. And we are going to cover the Real Betis and Chelsea game tomorrow night. Thursday, we've got what we've got Thursday. I don't know what we've got Thursday. I have to look on YouTube now.
Thursday, we've got the oh God, now then. I do know
hang
what
on.
we've got coming up.
Yeah, hang
I
on.
did know.
I'm just coming in now. Hang on, I've got it here. We are really organised on this channel, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right.
We really
We've
are.
got Daily Spurs news Thursday and the 28th. Yeah, Wednesday tomorrow. Well, that's going to be. I'm going to put that to Friday, guys. Thursday we've got daily news. Plus Thursday evening at 8:00 we've got the season review. And it's what a roller coaster of a season. Did you like the thumbnail? I put 4 different versions of Ange on there.
Yeah, I do. I did like that.
I was sitting there thinking, what can I do? What can I call it? And I thought, it was only popping my head. It's been a hell of a roller coaster. And then I saw the full versions of Ange, which is funny. Then on Friday we have Spurs News Daily. That is at 1:00, guys. It's a new show we're doing. And then Friday night, I don't think the show Friday night, but Saturday on the 30th, on Friday night, we have a show, I Want More. That is a show. We're going to try to get somebody else on to join us. Maybe Colin might join us. I might ask if Adrian or Drew would join us for a bit of a debate. I Want More. That is your show on Friday. Then Saturday, I don't think, Saturday, me and James will be covering the Champions League final, which will make it a bit more interesting. We're going to cover that over the Full Time Sports Network. And then Sunday, we might have a day off. And then Monday, we are back. Because Monday is, if I'm rightly saying, Sunday is transfer opening day on Sunday in the 1st of June.
Yeah.
So
yes, it is.
As from Sunday, we are then on high alert for anything Tottenham transfer related. So we may do a show Sunday evening with the window opening and getting our thoughts on what we want to see this summer. And we'll see if will the boys Rebel or Colin will join us, you and me, James, or we'll get a few guests on. But James, thank you so much again for coming on. I really love working with you. Might even get Steve to pop on because he'd be back as well. Where can people find you? Because they can't find you somewhere now.
They can find me somewhere. I finally sorted something out. We've got something sorted. So people can find me on X. Is THFC James. And it's THFC and the J, all in capitals, and then AMES in lowercase. But yeah, you can find me on X at THFC James. And yeah, please follow me. Ask me any questions. I've been monitoring it all day. Obviously, no one knows I'm on there just yet, but now people do. Please hit a follow on me, and you will see me posting things and updates on there about shows, transfer rumours. Ask me anything you want to ask me, and I will answer them as best I can.
But do also pick up your membership, guys. We're going to do an awful lot for your members. And yeah, once you do become a member, you get locked into this little special code thing. Could be anything from Adidas to cinema, anything like that. Will give you guys a little bit of a plug up. And then also do hit the description for our channel sponsor, Private Internet Access, who are kindly going to sponsor the channel for another season. So thank you guys for doing that for us. And then as we grow, we want to get the 5K before the end of next season. Come on. So let's make that a reality. James, thank you so much indeed. Jazz says, thanks for the crew for this. Very informative. That's what we want to do in here, isn't it, James? Is what we like doing. And we want to make this channel bigger and better. And you're going to get that this summer. Well, guys, thank you all for watching. Whatever you do, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And we will be back tomorrow with the watch. I don't know if James is going to join me for that. I don't know if he wants to. He doesn't have to. There's no, I might do it solo. But I would love to see a Real Betis win that tomorrow night. I do not want Chelsea winning the Conference League. No way. So I'm supporting Real Betis tomorrow night. Sod the Premier League loyalties. I'm fully behind the Spanish Giants. Lo Celso with a hat trick tomorrow night.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if Spurs were the only English team to win a European trophy this year?
Oh, it would be lovely. That's what I'm playing for. But guys, we see you tomorrow at 10 to 8. Come on, you Spurs. I'm going to say, in the big Ange we trust. Hang on. Where am I playing? Oh, yeah, there.
Eyes on the prize.